There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Then I'm not rescuing goats from that evil Joshua Bardwell. I'm shopping on infinityloops.com. Premium t-shirts, hoodies and sticker bomb designs. The right gift for that rally. Rambunctious goat rancher in your life. Learn something today. Shop now.
Hey, what's going on there, iGoers? Welcome to challenge number 10, the Infinity Loops chopping block. I'm Heads, and joining me, as usual, remotely, is Referee OG. Not much to say, no problem. We're going to be running you through the requirements for this week's challenge, which is going to involve some freestyling and some honesty on your part. So let's get into those requirements. Requirement number 1. You must perform a freestyle run that is a maximum of 60 seconds long. Your run will begin when you do the first trick, and anything that you do within that 60-second timer will count towards your overall run or your score. Requirement number 2. Ref OG, did you want to handle this next one maybe, or... No? Okay. Next, you'll need to make a copy of the score calculator and then fill it out with the tricks that you performed to get your total score. Make sure to save your calculator with your pilot name and attach it to the submission form. You must include your total score either in your video somewhere on the screen or in the video title. Requirement number 3. It's very important that you either include the words chopping block on your OSD or you do a chopping motion with your arm at either before or after your run in the recording. The idea here is just to show that it's a fresh run and it wasn't some run you did a year ago that you were just really happy with and kind of worked for the challenge. We want to make sure this is a fresh run, so either chopping block on the OSD or a good chopping motion before or after the run. No funny business. The only real point of focus with this challenge is just that you be honest when scoring your run. If you don't perform a trick cleanly, for instance, if you do a power loop or a Matty flip and you don't have constant loop motion, then you're going to want to make sure that you mark it down as sloppy on the calculator. Also, if you unintentionally bump into anything or have a ground tap, make sure to include that mistake on your score sheet. It will have an effect on your multiplier and therefore your overall score. A note from Skittles. If everyone passes challenge number 9, then it will be the top 14 scores out of the pilots with IGO that will go on to join the 10 pilots that have already qualified for the playoffs and the 8 pilots that currently have 2 letters and could qualify for the playoffs by passing challenge number 8. If, for example, 3 of the pilots with IG get a 3rd letter on challenge number 9, then it would add 3 open spots in the playoffs, so it would then be the top 17 scores that would make it. Following along?
I'm so lost right now.
Hey, me too. For the pilots that have already qualified, you do not have to participate. However, if you want to avoid a letter, then you must participate and score higher than whatever the minimum score threshold ends up being. You got to score above that to avoid getting the letter. Makes sense? Good, because this is the chopping block and it's gonna get a little messy.
Warning, the following example is from preseason challenge number 8 and is just used to show how to score a freestyle run. This example lacks the crucial requirement number 2 for the chopping block challenge, which is the chopping block hand motion to show that your run was done specifically for this challenge.
We never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We could be free, We can't fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
time goes by and I lose perspective. Yeah, hope only hurts, so I just forget it. But you're breaking through all the dark in me when I thought that nobody could. And you're waking up all these parts of me that I thought were buried for good. Between imposter and this monster, I've been lost inside my head. Ain't no choice when all these voices keep me pointing towards no end. It's just easy when I'm with you. No one sees me the way you do. I don't trust.
And as you can see, I have the iGao score calculator pulled up here, and you can get to this via the link in the description or also on the website as well as in the Discord. There should be plenty of places that get you to this sheet. Anyway, as you can see, the first step as listed in the instructions is to make a copy of the calculator. So you want to go here and click File. Don't click Save a Copy, click Make a Copy. And this will allow you to make a copy of the calculator. And I would just name it like your thing, so I'm going to call it Skittles. I got a score calculator and make a copy of it. Can take a second. Alright, there we go. So now we've got exact copy of it up, and we can go to the calculator here. We can see a list of all the different tricks here as well as our place to input it. We're going to start by putting my pilot name in here, Skittles. And now I'm going to bring up my video so I can watch that at the same time. So I'm going to kind of size this. All right, so now we've got our clip pulled up. I already have looked through them and chosen the one that I was going to use. Typically, your clip with your most tricks with the least number of mistakes is going to be the most points. But if you have one where you do harder tricks and maybe less or have some mistakes in there, it might be worth more. You could score multiple runs, but you can only submit one. So you can fill out the calculator and then you could click to reset it if you need to. But yeah, so basically I just go through the run. All right, so we start flip and then roll and then split. So you can find the trick by going down the list, or you can type in to narrow it down, split S, and then power loop, power flip, power loop, power flip, then I think trippy. Yep, so 2 trippies, trippy spin. So Rubik's Cube and then 360 ham. So we got Rubik's Cube, then ham. 2 Matty flips. Then a ham hook. And another Rubik's. Ham hook. Rubik's. Alright, so my time started basically at 1 second, so I still have like 15 seconds left or so. Alright, so then I go trippy spin. And as you can see, this is the 3rd trippy spin I have in the run, so the I'm starting to get a penalty for doing the same trick too many times. And then, so I have a trippy spin and then a trippy spin into a trippy rewind. But the trippy rewind in the scoring here, it requires you to do a full trippy spin first, then the trippy rewind, then a full trippy spin afterwards. So that's why I did 2 on each end, so I could get the trippy rewind, and then another trippy spin on the other side, and you can see the penalty for the 4th time I'm using a trippy spin is really making the trick worth a lot less. If I do another one after that, it takes it down to basically 1%, so I'm almost scoring nothing for the 5th and beyond use. Anyway, I don't do any more trippy spins. The next trick is a Matty flip, half Matty, half Matty, and then roll. So this is going to be my 3rd Matty, so I'm also going to get a little bit of a deduction there, and then half Matty, half Matty, and finished it off with a roll. All right, so there you can see my overall score. Now I have to put in the total number of obstacles I use, and that doesn't include the open air. So if we go back and refresh, I start off with the flip and the roll in the air, and then we use this obstacle for the power loop. So that's 1 obstacle. Then we come over this tree for some trippy spins. That's 2 obstacles. And some more open air tricks. Then we use this branch. That's the 3rd obstacle. And then finally we go over to the pole. And that's going to finish it off, our 4th obstacle. So we put in the number 4 here, and that's going to give us a little bit of a bonus. So one more thing I want to point out is that let's say on this Matty flip here I bump the branch. So if you put in a bump, you can see it not only reduces the points for that specific trick quite a bit, but it also lowers back down your multiplier, so then you have to build it back up. And if you have a full crash where you go all the way down and hit the ground, maybe you have to disarm, then you don't get any points for that specific trick, and it resets your multiplier all the way back to 0. And then you have to build it back up again. Also, let's say you just crashed like in between the 2 tricks. So rather than crashing on this Matty flip, let's say I only did 1 Matty flip, but before I got there I crashed. There's a between tricks thing there, and then you could put the crash in, and then you wouldn't lose the points for any specific trick, but it still would reset your multiplier for your other tricks. So you could also do an in-between trick bump that would just lower down the multiplier, and the same thing there. So if you do happen to have some type of mistake in between 2 tricks, that's the way you can record it on your score sheet. So the last couple of things I want to cover is if you've performed a trick and you can't find it here on the trick list, then what you can do is down below is build a custom trick. So let's say you had, I don't know, half of a power loop, and then at the top, what, like a 360 ham. Where's ham? 360 ham, and then you finished it with I don't know, a half flip into Matty end. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Anyway, then you can have a custom trick created, and then you just go here and find the custom trick. There's 5 different slots, and then you can put in any trick that you need scored. And one last thing, like if you have to add in a trick and you've messed up, it can be kind of annoying to, like, you have to go and change every single one. You can't really like scoot it down, but you can just click here, click reset, and it will reset everything in the form, except for the total number of obstacles. You gotta do that one manually, but then you can redo and score a totally different run, or just re-enter the things, whatever you need to do. All right, so once you've completely filled out your score calculator and it has all your tricks and the execution the way you think it should be, then Google Sheets is basically just going to save your form automatically, and it's just going to be in recents. So when you go in and to submit your challenge, there's going to be an extra thing here, and you just add a file by just going here, and then if you click on recent, since you had just clicked on that, you're going to see your score calculator is probably going to be the most recent thing. Boom, you insert it there along with your link and everything else you typically submit. All right, iGoers, I'm excited to see which of you will make the iGow 6 playoffs. Good luck and happy whooping. All right, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, y'all?
We're about to review Mepsking Freestyle Line Challenge, but first we got to rearrange this. Let's see. This is right. Yeah, but Blast is not here. Blasta, where are you? He's in the other chat. If I leave, then this. Can I just message him? Yo, we started.
Yeah, where's my John Cena?
I wonder if can everyone hear that when Blast comes in?
I don't know. Chat, let us know if you hear John Cena intro when Blaster comes in.
I can't like adjust the things. Wait.
Oh, he
I
just
can
said coming.
Maybe I can predict where they're gonna be. It'll be like 6. So we'll have one more.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think heads is still like jury's out.
He said he was working on something. All right. Well,
Yeah, his wife's car died on the way to work this morning. So he's been fucking with that all day.
all right. There's.
Well, it didn't die. It started
Callisto
overheating
won't
and shit.
move. You shouldn't move. And then Blast is gonna be like. He's gonna be in this open spot down here, probably. That's where he should come in. All right. Well, we can get started with that. We won't do the top videos, which was what I was going to do first, but this was the freestyle line challenge. You had to make up your own trick, and then you had to include a bunch of basic tricks and other tricks, including wall taps if you did the full all requirement, including requirement 3. So if we take a look at the standings here, we had what, 15, 12, 13, no, 12 people passed all 3 requirements. Then we had oh, there he is.
Did you hear that, chat?
Did everyone hear that? Oh, it made everyone smaller? Oh yeah, duh, I should have realized that.
They heard it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright. Here he is, fashionably late Blasta. Now I gotta move all the things around.
It's got to make an entrance. Can't have an intro song like that and show up with everybody else, with the plebs.
Wait, why is Callisto so small? Alright, Callisto. OG. Blasta.
I messaged his to
Promoted
see if
right
he
to the
thinks he's
top
going to make
spot.
it or not.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Top pile in the top spot.
Cam number 1. All right. So like I was saying, we're 12 total people passed all 3 requirements, but we had a whole bunch of Viagow passes. So we're currently, there are 83 pilots left going into the second to last challenge. Most of those have IGO, as there's only 18 pilots with less than IGO. So really the 9th challenge comes down to these pilots here. If these 8 pilots are all able to pass, then there's going to be only 14 spots left in the pilot or the playoffs, so the top 14 scores in the final challenge will move on. But if any of them fail, that like opens up another spot. So like if Zip goes to IGO, then there's going to be 15 open spots, but Zip will be a part of the IGOs that have a chance to get in. So
Hang in there, Zip.
And
Represent.
they can't use Viagow, right, for week 9?
no, yeah, because it's just your overall score, so it's not like there's one requirement you don't have to do. But that does mean if you haven't used any of your Viagow yet, so like let's say you made it all the way to 5 and then you failed 6, 7, and 8, then on 9 you still technically have 2 doses, so you could use a double dose, so you only have to pass one of the Dooply Goop combos really to make it in. And it doesn't benefit you not to use it. So if you're like low on whoops or parts and you just get one of them, and that's all you need to make it to challenge number 9. Anyway, let's go over some of or let's first watch the top videos. We had a total of 6 top videos again. Got Ramen, Backwoods, Retry Win, Heiko, Easy B, and AJ. So again, you had to make up a trick and name it, and then you had to include a bunch of different tricks in the line. I think I included too many because I was trying to make it hard, and it made everyone's lines kind of similar because there were so many you had to do. But let's still take a look at. No one did a lot of extra tricks, is what I'm saying. So here's our top video, starting with Ramen.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, it's not your birthday. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the bars. I'm in the having sex, I ain't in the making love. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the bars. I'm in the having sex, I ain't in the making love. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting rough. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre,
This is such a cool spot.
Very solid execution on all of his tricks.
Oh yeah.
Trippy's nice.
There was this
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, so he didn't even know about the inverted you know, that has so sometimes where you do like an inverted yaw spin, but shake your head no. So his was called a yeah. It's like an inverted yeah. He shakes his head up and down with pitch instead of back and forth with the Then we got an extra 15 seconds of mash up. So here's that. So you go.
Oh
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. That's damn.
It's a creative idea there.
Yeah, I don't know if my rates are fast enough to like make that look clean like that.
I feel like I just crashed into the ground upside down.
Alright. Backwoods is up next. His trick was called the rim job. As you'll see, there's a lot of butt and ball like related tricks, fart tricks. As
I couldn't have guessed with him.
So you dive through a gap, and then as you pass through the gap, you pitch up or back and look at the gap kind of as you fall through it, and then you open trippy spin back up through it. So he's got an example here.
Where's it the place?
Oh, that is cool. That's a, yeah. What is this obstacle?
That's the like
The freestyle part.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I guess I've never seen analog footage of it. I didn't even realize.
So he started his freestyle line off with the rim job there.
So the sneeze that wouldn't go. That's the worst.
I like this wall tap through the gate here. Coming out.
Oh, back through the gate too.
Tap,
That's
tap,
cool.
tap, yeah, through the gate and back through the gate. And then,
Bottom right, just like another version of it?
yeah, it was just another line.
Got it like on point.
Alright, next up, retry win. And if you recognize this sound, it's what Aw Plumes uses when he's like, new trick time, and he like shows a new trick on his channel.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very Aw Plume style trick.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like knife edge, pop over something, and then bounce it back.
Oh, I like that because I like inverted yaw traces on objects. I like doing that a lot, but I like that over top of it.
Really nice execution on the inverted or 360 hand there.
That's clean as fuck. Nice.
There's this little the laser track rewind. Ceiling tap on the gutter there. That was sick. Really locked in on those inverted yaws.
That's such a cool little like gazebo picnic table thing he has in his yard there.
Haiku is up next, and his tricks basically just adding a roll on the end of a juicy flick and an Immelman, so like a juicy flick and then a roll afterwards, so like a 540 juicy flick kind of, and the same thing with the Immelman. Instead of a half roll, roll and a half. I like the line he takes through the playground here though coming out.
Yeah, that's a
Juicy
cool
flip,
playground.
called it. And then a rolling Immelman, I think he calls the other one.
Roller man. He does that a lot, doesn't he? It was 540 split S. That's what he does a lot.
Yeah, 540 split S, he does a lot. He did that too. Alright, Easy B. Up next, here's his trick. He introduces it right here. pretty cool. I like the idea of it. So it's kind of like a bunch of their tricks, but not exactly the same. Similar to a ham hook, but you're going in with the power loop. Then you roll a 180 ham and go down. I like the look of it. It looks cool.
Cool. Yeah. This is slightly easier for Ronnie.
Yeah, because you don't have to Matty finish.
Yeah.
But you have to front flip into the inverted position instead of just power loop upside down.
Oh, I love little trees like that.
Yeah. You seem to be really the only one to do extra tricks that weren't like in the required tricks. Does this trippy's on itself?
In a power stance too.
There's this.
Self trippy in a power stance is pretty wild.
Alright, and our last one is AJ. And he introduced his trick at the beginning too.
I think you want some of your famous beef stew. Beef stew, beef stew, beef stew, beef stew, beef stew, beef stew,
I see 540 y'all spinning then an Immelman.
Like that.
Every time that I rock, went from so to the top of the line hoes. Always just deep in the Tahoe. Ready to gun on my rivals. 5-5 been ducking the 5-0. I know I gotta get rid of the body before the family creep up. Driving high, so full of that reefer. Baby, bone pulling at them meters. My ego so massive, yeah, I'm a big old diva. Forget your bitch, she in my backseat, sucking me up. I'm living this life like I'm a legend. Porsche 911, swerving through the 305 like Ruby running through the 7. Florida boy, that's in my blood, you know that's one I won't forget. Tips for hollow threats, I'm pointed at your neck. Who you look at? I neglect the label.
Ceiling tap up the bar.
Yeah, that's nice.
really trying for that. Matty, half Matty through the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one to make look smooth. Alright, there's our top videos. So, something I had been doing last season, kind of when people whooped out throughout the thing, was like play a little sad song and give them a memory.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I haven't really been doing it this season, kind of because we've just been churning through so many people, and the streams have already been really long. But what I figured I'd do is do just one, kind of like they do in the Oscars in the recap here, and we'll just play a song and I'll read the names of everyone that whooped out this week. Because at least now, if you made it to this point, you passed as many challenges as you failed. But you know, that's an accomplishment. So
That's pretty good.
we had a total of 39 people whoop out.
Damn.
Monster
this
Duke,
challenge.
no! I see you on that list.
Oh
yeah,
no.
some people kind of just stopped submitting. Some people,
Yeah, he said he kind of got over it.
yeah, that
Other
happens.
stuff came up.
So here we go.
I will remember you.
All right, Ptolemy,
Will
Mayuka,
you
Monster Duke,
remember
Ducky Cactus, Val, Side FPV. Been playing since I got one side as
Damn.
Sunless, Pontius Pilot, Moik FPV. I really thought he was gonna make the playoffs, but he just got busy.
Oh yeah, Moik.
Yeah, Ink
He
Spills,
has some really good videos.
Links, Blix, one of last year's playoff pilots, Batty 83. Doubles, who was the
Doubles.
top pilot in the
What happened with
preseason.
doubles, man?
He just
He stopped
disappeared.
submitting?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
after
Okay.
challenge 4, he just didn't submit anymore. Mega Nuera, Ines, Phantom X, Upshot, Pulsamura, Cloud Surfer, Spova, Birdman, Black Forest Drones, Hyper, Robot Ninja, Vessel,
Vessel, no!
Pipichu, I choose you, Skeeterbird, Ablazing, Jameis 13,
Jameis, no!
Jameis.
Sturmok, Sweep 2,
Sweet! What are you doing, Sweet?
Oh, sweet.
Sweet,
What?
come on!
Anxious Bagel, Stormiest Ship,
Pour
Plur,
one out for my iGo homies with all the letters.
WK,
Oh,
M. Osin, Bunny JFPV, Afri, and Black Pawn, who was our highest scoring whoop out this challenge. He won the $25 for highest scoring whoop out. Thank you for everyone for participating. We're sorry to see you go. Alright. Now let's look at basically our recap here is going to be looking at everyone's tricks they made up. Because other than that, it was just kind of, you know, doing a bunch of tricks in a line.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great week for all see all the tricks.
Yeah. Though we did have one whoop out where Anxious Bagel knew he wasn't gonna pass the challenge, so instead of do it, he put a little together, his own little recap of his season.
Nice, I like when people do that.
And he has got all his clips here. Is Easy B with us today? Easy B, are you here? I didn't see
Sounded
ya.
like that sounded like a seance. Is
I was
Easy
gonna-
B in the room with us.
I was gonna announce something else, but I'll wait until Easy B's here, because he was the one that asked me. He's been asking me to do it forever, which was figure out who won the EMAX preseason thing. Because stupidly I said whoever passed the most number of requirements with or goals, I called them in the preseason, with a EMAX drone won a challenge, but that means I had to go back through every one and see which drone people use to pass the
Made
thing.
more work for yourself.
Yeah, anyway, it was really close between Easy B and Lounge.
GG's, Bagel.
And I'll announce that whenever Easy B's in the next one. But yeah, thanks for participating, Bagel. I liked your little recap there. Okay, so people made up new tricks in all different types of ways. PV Pair just had a new child, so his trick is based around the kid. His trick's called Paternity Leave. You arm the quad in a stroller, then loop out and underneath it. That's Paternity Leave.
That's funny, I like that.
I like it.
That's a fun one. So some of them blended between, you know, did you make this up before, just kind of come up with something after. But Pultamura did that in a fun way, so he was doing his line, and then in the middle of it, his new trick, Mid-Flight Crisis, is when your motor or wire crashes out in the middle of the trick, and then you eject a battery and it's dangling. It's too late.
Oh, it happens to me all the time. I have a lot of mid-flight crises.
I thought it was a motor wire, but that'd be a different type of mid-flight crisis. I thought that was clever. Plur didn't get to do his
Hey guys, this is Plur.
his trick.
I've had a lot of fun in IGAO, but this is going to be it for me. I'm definitely moving out this week.
We'll let him explain it here.
Beautiful vision planned for them all week in my head, visualizing this line where I was going to come over here and do all these tricks on this thing, and then go over to one of the empty stores and flip and roll in and out of the thing, and then do a little slide on the counter and call it the orders up. But that didn't happen because of this. So enjoy my race.
Oh
line instead.
no!
And like I said, had a blast in IGAO. I can't wait for Race Cow. I can't wait for IGO next year. Love the community. Love all the people. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to Skittles. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye.
Oh yeah, dude.
So his trick was gonna be orders up and you slide like on a bar or a counter or something, like they're sliding the food.
Oh, like you slide the beer down the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
For
be
the
cool as a
milkshake.
gorilla whoop. Gorilla whoop orders up. All right, so then we had a bunch of people that showed that, you know, creating a brand new trick isn't that easy, and they all created a trick that technically kind of exists. I don't know, you know, it's hard to say. But
There's so many fucking
there's so
tricks
many
out there now. I have
tricks.
no idea. I would suck ass at this part of the
Yeah,
game.
and unless you're like going around trying to like, you know, see if I don't even know where you would look to see if every trick has been created, but
The Trictionary.
Trictionary is the
Yeah.
best bet.
That's the
That's the
only
best one
place.
right now.
Yeah.
Flippy S is what GSN called a split back, which is you do a split S, right, and then you do a back flip, like kind of on the down part. Let's see, it's like right here, I think. Yeah, there. So you go split S and then back flip. He called it a flippy S.
Flippy S.
In the past,
I
we've
like
called
that.
that a split back. Hey Kool-Aid. What did he recreate? Flip to Matty flip. He called it a Matty clappy, because they're all the clappers over there. So it doesn't really have an official name when you like do a front flip into a Matty flip. So, you know, Matty clappy is as good as
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, fair enough.
Flip to Matty flip is just like what I called it in the one challenge that we did it.
Yeah.
Here's a clever one.
Let's get clapping.
Steve-O called hit the roll when you're going backward a goosey roll, and then if you put it into a Maverick loop, you get a Top Gun loop, because Goose and Maverick. But that's what a Mavi roll is. So, but he called it a Top Gun roll. But I like the idea and the creativity. Wait, where was that? Was that at the very beginning? Yeah, here. The Top Gun loop. So, Maverick loop with the backward, with the roll while you're going backward. Mavi roll. All right. A lot of these ones, it makes sense why people like hadn't seen it before, because it's not like a major trick, right? Next, Flash 75 came up with a Ninja Star, which we've also had.
Hi guys, so this is my special
before.
trick. It's called the Ninja Star, and actually you go half a roll, and then you basically yaw 360. That's the 360 Ninja Star, or 180. That's the 180 Ninja Star, obviously. And it's called Ninja Star because it looks like the drone is like a Ninja Star thrown by somebody at something, and it doesn't only look cool from the inside, from the FPV view, it also looks cool from the outside. If you see like a 5-inch copter doing that, it really looks like a Ninja Star flying.
So that one I've had in previous iGows, and it's like in the score thing, except I consider where you go like through a knife edge gap, but with that same motion. But I like that someone else came up with the exact same name for the same trick, essentially. And Mupshot also came up with the same exact concept, except he called it a coin slot because he was going through a gap. Flash 75's was like in the open. So I think you could call it just in the open a Ninja Star, and then if you go through a gap, you call it a coin slot. So creative ones. But yeah, all ones created before. And then Brazen, I think, was the most ridiculous. I don't know. I'm not sure if he just...
You don't say.
Yeah, so here's Brazen's trick. I'll just let you judge. Where is it? I did like Brazen's line overall. Where's the blah blah? Alright, it's somewhere here. My trick. Okay, here's his trick. See if you recognize it.
The name of my trick is, and that roughly translates to, I'd like to spank your sister with a slice of bologna. To the rim!
So he did a Rubik's Cube and called it a blah blah. A half roll, or a half flip, a full roll, and another half flip.
The name of my trick is,
I'm not sure if he was just trying to spam the sticks or something and it just came out to
That was like a yaw.
Exactly.
That was like a yaw spin.
Oh yeah, maybe. Was it?
Yeah, it was like a half roll, then like a 360 yaw spin, and then a half roll out.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. He didn't define it besides that it was blah blah, so.
Yeah. I see what you're doing. I got your back, Brazen.
Alright, and then we
I'm
had
gonna let Dan dull your shine.
we had a lot of butt ones like I was talking. Here's Ball Hawks.
The ass blast.
Ass blasts.
Oh wait, I gotta see this one. Ass blast.
Ass blast. 360 yaw spin plus anal proximity plus a fart equals an ass blast.
A lot of moving parts to that trick.
Let's see it. Oh yeah, it's honor system whether or not you actually fart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you verify the fart?
That's exactly what I said.
So this trick only works if you have a fucking camera set up nearby you. You need a third person.
No, this is first just the FPV here. It's his closing trick here in the line. I mean, luckily his farts are so like strong you could see them.
I know, those are crazy big farts.
He did say that it was on honor system. The fart was on an honor system. So, yeah. Continuing with butt / genital area tricks, we have Lowndes with his, what did he call it? Handshake, buddy bump, cup check.
Oh.
Any of those names work. And he doesn't do it on himself, but he does it on his scarecrow Lowndes here. That's what I call it, the scarecrow Lowndes. Just go under and then kind of up and back right in the slot there. Bink. What else we got? Similar, Justin did Nutcracker.
Okay, so this week I didn't have much time to do the full
Nuts and
challenge,
butts.
but I still wanted to put a
Oh,
trick
yeah.
together. So here is the Nutcracker. So you start off with your feet 1 foot apart, so 30 centimeters, 12 inches maximum, and then you need to fly through your legs and do a knife edge as you go through. Then you go straight into a self power loop and fly back through that same small gap. And that's the Nutcracker, and it's called that because, well, if you get it wrong, you can probably guess what
Both
happens.
of his knees on the underside of that power loop.
Alright, creative one there. Alright, into the actual like tricks though. Those ones were kind of the fun ones. Art Music came up with one that's pretty basic, but like really isn't defined in FPV, and that's when you do like half of a roll and half of a flip like at the same time. You just jam your stick into one of the 45-degree directions, and it does like a half roll and a half flip. Like that doesn't really have a name, right? At least not that I've ever seen anyone define that. But I've seen lots of people like do something similar, and obviously could do the 4 different ones in each direction. But he's going down and right Rolo flip. Bam.
Next
But
year's
yeah.
iGal's gonna have power loop, Rolo flip combos and shit.
Loop.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Rolo
forgot.
loop. I mean, why not?
A couple more fun ones. This was the how's my hair or am I balding? So you take off from your head and then you do a real quick look down at the top of your head to check, make sure your hair line's looking fine or your back falls, and then you continue on your line.
I love that. Those are the best tricks.
Look by flip and roll. It's kind of just a cool looking one here.
Listen, you pull my head up as you dripping down my chin. I feel your heart start to beat when I hit this spot. You know I hit it perfectly.
Here's the trick. So like as you go by something, you kind of cradle, roll, half roll, and then flip out to go back as you pass by. Like it? Looks cool. Good idea. Jump orbit. I like this. It's kind of like a little TikTok type thing where you go part of an orbit and then roll, and then part of an orbit, roll back. Then you TikTok that like kind of back and forth.
Interesting.
I think that could look cool.
Yeah.
Here's another fun one. This is a
If you do like more of the orbit, I think would look cool.
Yeah, I think you need to do like half the orbit. This is an end of your line trick. It's called hit the road jack. It's when you need to get out of the location quickly. You fly in the window, land in your bag, and drive away.
I love that.
The higher skill version is if the car's moving.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Good name.
That's how I impress the apprentices at work when I'm flying. As I fly in and land to the window, and they're like,
HOA recon. So we have tree surfing, right? Where you just like surf amongst the trees. He invented or named truss surfing. You surf amongst the trusses. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
A lot,
Thinking outside the box. Yeah. Here's some like solid
knot.
tricks. Yeah, it's nice. So Wonky did a fishing knot. Explains it here. Like a power roll with an with a Maddie finish, or a Immelman to a half Maddie. Yeah. So, but it's not like back under the same thing. You do it like under this thing, and then you come up here, and then you Maddie like through a different thing over here, right?
I like that.
I like that. That's cool. Good name too, fishing knot.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the fishing knot is a good name.
Mr. Happy, a wipe off. So like, where was it?
Fishing knot. That's a really good one.
It's like a roll as you're doing kind of like a ball ride motion.
Yeah.
Or not really a roll, like a kind of like a
yaw
yaw
spin.
spin.
Yeah, it's called
So
a
you
wax
stay
off,
flat.
wax on, wax off.
Yeah, I thought it was the same thing. Do wipe on, wipe off. If you did
oh
that
yeah.
and then
If you rewound it, did like a
rewound it
rewind
back, that would
Yeah.
be the.
Oh
wax
my
on,
god,
wax
that'd
off.
be sick. You just
Retry, get on it.
you just play the Karate Kid scene after you do
Oh
that.
yeah.
Similar idea is a wall snake from Zarier. It's like where you kind of like do multiple of those turns. He says in his description that he likes this example of it. So kind of like turning back and forth along the wall like that. He calls it a wall snake.
Interesting.
Right here. It's kind of like the white motion, but a bunch of the turns linked together.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's a cool idea. Takeout tree, banana split. It's a type of split S. So it's like a split S, and then you kind of like 360 yaw as you're finishing it out. So split yaw
I
was
feel like
when
I
you
had
go.
a trick like this that I was trying to do last Saigo for one of your videos.
There was a split yaw that Tyrant made up where you do
Was it
the
that?
split S.
Yeah.
Yeah. but you 180 yaw and then you
It was
finish
like
Maddie.
it was like a power switch into this or something like that.
Yeah. So this one you
I couldn't get it to look right.
The specific thing that Tyron wanted on the split yaw was that you did the yaw spin while you're like vertical, and then you turn into the Maddie motion, and then you like go backwards. But this one's the full 360. I like it. It looks nice and smooth.
Yeah, I like it too. Banana slide.
Yeah, I like he starts it like as he's going down, rather than just after he's flattened out. Bobbing Florentine, the flip hook? Oh yeah, this one, I like this one. So there's a lot of ones that kind of look similar, but did different, like, technically how you kind of got it, but this is one of them here that I like. It's called the flip hook. There's an example that explains it here at the end. It's like a Maddie flip to flip, but then and then a ham hook at the end. So it's not really a Maddie flip, it's like a flip to upside down and then ham hook. It's like flip to ham hook kind of.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of tricky looking because like you're facing the different direction. It's yeah.
Yeah, it
Actually,
looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. Flip into a ham hook basically.
360 ham hook.
That was just a 180. That was just a 180 ham hook.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all the ham hooks 180 because otherwise it turns into
oh.
like a ham loop, right? So you gotta come
Like
back
this in the first motion was a 360.
Sure it does. Take your word for it.
Oh, this one was just a fun name here from Spova, though I did like the trick. He called it a inverted 3/4 Maddie backslide roundhouse starburst mongoose rap sheet hot pink nunchuck.
Oh, dude, that is a trick. We gotta put that in the dictionary.
So, despite the
Yeah,
silly
right,
name, it
TFS.
actually is a cool idea. Let's see. He tries it here a few times. It's like you go up to do a Maddie, but then when you're at the top, you roll or yaw around and then instead do the Maddie motion the opposite direction you started. I think he tries it here. Yeah. Okay. So you go up and then switch around and come back Maddie the other way. Kind of makes sense. Like, so you're gonna go up for a Maddie flip and regular Maddie, and then he messed it up there.
I like that.
But I think this is his best one here. So you're like about to Maddie, but then you flip it around and Maddie the other way. I think it could look cool. Done right. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. I like that. I like you.
Here are some out of the box thinking ones. Clobbit, build a perch. Right here. So they have like a plate up, and then you do a wall tap to knock it over, and then it becomes a perch, and then you perch on it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
That's like a challenge.
Oh. Yeah.
More than a trick, but it's a good challenge idea. Knock something
That's
over,
cool.
then perch on it. Here's another outside the box one. This is the sproing. I think is how you're supposed to say it.
Ain't much use talking over a freestyle line, so I'm gonna bow out and say, no matter what happens, thanks, iGal.
Where does he explain the trick? Here. So basically, here it'll make sense when you just see it.
The sproing, I like that. That's,
So
that's a neat idea.
Just let the sticks go and then sproing.
You just do that, and your quad crashes to the ground. Head loop freaks out.
I like the name and the idea. I think he describes it. Where is it? Sproing. The more bouncy it is, the more letters you add. Flick your gimbal sticks and let the springs do the rest. A half sproing is if you only do like one of the sticks, but a full sproing is when you do both sticks together.
It'd be cool if you like invert and then sproing and then.
Ooh, an inverted sproing.
Flip back to
already, they are.
We're advancing the sproing trick.
The sproing meta. Look at this. His sticks are great for it too. He's got these really tall, like pinch sticks that like you get that extra momentum on the sproing.
Dude, I gotta try that. I know my quad's gonna freak out. Gotta go back to the.
Oh yeah, another really outside the box one that I actually want to try. Oh, she didn't do it here, but she does. She did provide a clip. Her idea, this is clef of me, was you do a disarm dive, so you disarm and then you're falling, but then you go into turtle mode, and then you add some turtle mode in there while you're disarm diving, and it causes the spin cycle. So that really like spices up your disarm dive.
Ooh.
And then we were thinking about it in the chat, like could you set it or could you make it in a way like maybe I don't know, like go back and forth with a stick or spin it in a circle in a way that could make your drone like go up in the air when you're upside down, like falling, by using turtle mode as like what we call Temu 3D. I don't think you could control it right. Maybe if you just spun the stick all the way around, so like they were all getting somewhat similar inputs, you could push yourself back up a little bit.
Not for long.
Her example clip, you just start tumbling really fast, but
yeah,
that's because I'm guessing. But I like the idea. That's real outside the box. Never thought of doing turtle mode as you're falling in a disarm dive. So there was also a lot of people that came up with the exact same trick, right? We saw Heiko call his juicy roll a juicy rolling or a juicy flick to full roll, and then Bertman called it a juicy roll up, and Skirp called it a juicy roll. So all of them doing, the juicy roll, which is the half front flip and then half roll, and then just adding a full roll on the back of it, which is it's a good looking trick. It does add to the juicy flick. Just adds that extra little. He accidentally named it a trippy roll, but he meant to say juicy roll. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Just adds a little bit to the typical juicy flick.
I like it.
Big Weenie ham roll, a similar type idea, kind of over under. I like this one. Then you come backwards like that. So kind of.
That's good.
Yeah, kind of like half front flip in, and then 360 ham and then kind of finish it
with a
Matty motion underneath.
Yeah.
He's got he's really snappy.
Yeah, he's got some good.
Yeah.
I think he does it like right here.
Big gun.
Maybe I missed it. I thought it was like right here. Here it is. 540 split S. Power loop. Ham loop. Then I think it is right here, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, goes good with that little
Good
combo and his style of tricks. So we had two people do kind of a Top Gun theme. Sodium Free called one of his tricks a goose loop, but the one I particularly liked was something that was somewhat basic, but I haven't seen specifically, and that was like a Immelman, but with a Maverick loop motion. So instead of flipping upside down and rolling out, you start the Maverick loop, toss backwards, and then do it with a front flip.
Is because from the side it looks kind of.
So let's see, where's the Underman one? Here.
The second trick I'm calling the Underman. It's basically a maverick loop.
So you kind of go under.
It's basically
the obstacle, and then you toss back. It's down in this little
trick
square here.
I'm calling the Underman.
But then
It's
front
basically
flipped
a
upside down, and then
maverick loop.
kind of Immelman out. It's kind of like a Maverick Immelman.
Emmelman.
The idea of it.
Where you go underneath
Looks
the
cool.
obstacle and then.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's cool. First element, I guess.
Mantech Jerry, one trick that, or I think in most things, when you do kind of like a backflip, but going forward, it's called a gainer. You know, when you like jump off something, you do a backflip.
Yeah.
So he calls this a gainer slide. Where is it? There. So you
Red Sky's my biggest fan.
kind of goes, you like fly over the top of something where you can go back under it, then backflip off the back, and then kind of Matty motion finish. So kind of like when you mess up a Matty flip, but people like don't really get what, you know, they're trying to learn a Matty flip and they do a backflip into the Matty position instead. It's kind of the same idea, but on purpose. Little gainer slide there.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Like
Yeah.
a Matty without the Matty into a long Matty.
Yeah. Cool idea.
That's a good name for it too.
Yeah, 100 FPV. This was
Dead
like
flip.
Yeah, that's just when you do a flip, but you do a disarm in the middle of it. And then his idea was that like you just take any trick, put a disarm in it, and then you call it a dead whatever, a dead roll, a dead loop.
Yeah. Good idea.
Just toss in a quick little disarm. He does it pretty good here. Just a real quick one. Still catches it in like a power loop with a dead power loop there. So.
Surprised he's able to catch it that easily.
Yeah, real quick disarm. And then in the disarm ideas, this was my favorite name trick of the challenge. Two different people came up with the idea, which is basically you're like put in a full stick yaw and then disarm dive, so that as you're diving, right, you're like just falling and spinning. Bob called it a tornado disarm, and Woof called it my favorite name, the Yamakaze. Solid name.
Yeah, it is a cool name.
Where is the Yamakaze? Here it is. So you just go up, jam the yaw, disarm, fall while you're spinning, and then rearm.
Super
That was a
sketch.
good
I love
catch.
it.
Yeah,
That's
Bob.
clean.
Bob does it so clean that he had to put in the OSD just to prove that he disarmed, because you can't really tell in the HD. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
Jesus.
really clean.
Yeah.
That was super clean.
This is also getting to the point where we started getting picky and it had some unfortunate fails. Bob failed because you were supposed to do the advanced tap at least 45 seconds into your run, because that was kind of the hardest thing, right? A ceiling tap or like a downtown tap or one of those. The Jackie, no one did a Jackie Chan, but I think he said he misunderstood and thought it had to be in the first 45 seconds. So he did everything else, but he just did the wall tap right there in the first few seconds instead of at more than halfway into the run. So that was what got him his second letter.
That'll get you.
Oh, Hotspur.
It's okay, Bob, you're gonna make it in.
Hotspur has a cool idea for a trick here. So you go into knife edge, and then Matty 90 when you're at 90 degrees. So it's like a Matty flip while you're knife edged. He calls it a Matty spin.
Oh yeah.
Trippy spin, Matty spin.
Yeah.
So it works in the sim here.
Sideways spin?
Yeah, it's working.
Does it work in real life though?
Kind of. The problem is this is such a huge obstacle, it's hard to tell, but he is falling down, right? He's getting lower and lower. So, like, if you have a really tall obstacle, it works, but, like, to do it on something like this, which he does it on, you have to kind of, like, be a little bit angled more so that you don't just fall straight down, right? You need some up thrust vector. Where is it? It's coming up here. So kinda.
Yeah.
It's different than a knife edge.
It would look better on a large obstacle for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's something you need a certain size obstacle for.
People have done knife edge orbit before, but that's like when you're going like kind of backwards instead of forwards. At least in my head. Like when you're like almost doing a trippy, but you haven't really like inverted it fully, and you're kind of going almost like backflip around the thing side.
Yeah.
And this one's like Maddie. Oh shit. Also, but this was where, so I didn't like set down very specific rules for this challenge, though I did say you couldn't technically have any failed attempts. So some people just like, I don't know, where is it? Right here. So that's right. Hotspur called that a stall rewind, when it looked to me like probably that was a failed wall attempt tap, or failed wall tap attempt.
I mean,
but I was like, all right, clever enough, you got it.
Yeah, that was clever.
I mean, that is what a stall rewind is. So tricky. We'll see that taken in the next level.
He's probably like went into the Discord. He's like, guys, I fucked up. How do I fix this? No, just call it stall rewind.
I failed myself because one of the points of focus here was that your inverted Yasmin's, aka 360 hands, were what I call nearly perfect, and mine kind of looked wobbly like that. So that was only for the people that had to pass requirement 3, but as you can see, most people for requirement 3 that pass have really nice, perfect locked in horizons.
Yeah.
And like something like that, it just wasn't passable. So I failed that one. Now I have 3 letters as well.
Damn, Skittles. You get a cut.
And then we also had some really close ones. 3 people did everything right, but part of the requirements was that you, in your 360 hams, you had to do 2 of them. They had to be opposite directions, and 3 people did the same direction one. So Rod, CMF, and Cybex all failed just because they did the same direction ham on both of them. But I do like this kind of. I've seen like a similar trick this, where you kind of like. It looks like a Maddie.
In opposite directions.
It's like a diagonal, like Maddie kind of.
Yeah.
There, Ron, good idea. Oh, CMF kind of reminded me of the flyby look back. I like his trick idea though. It's, what does he call it? Juicy rewind death roll. Maybe we can work on the name of it, but I like the motion that it is. Where is it? I think it's right here. So you kind of like go under and then back, and then snap, like juicy flick, kind of snap out of it to a roll.
That's a cool. Yeah, that's a cool trick. I mean, yeah, the name could be better, but
yeah. But I like the motion. It looks cool.
It's kind of like the what was it? The fishing knot.
Yeah.
Kind of like that kind of trick.
So just like the wipe off, similar trick here from
No Comply.
Cybex, but No Comply. And then, you know, that's when you put down your foot and kind of do like an ollie, but with your foot. So it's the like wipe off, but with a wall tap. Like that. Anyway, Cybex probably would have got a top video again because he did the whole routine inside and did all the tricks, but there was one of his hams and then his other 360 ham is the same direction, unfortunately.
Oh, Cybex, no. How many letters does he have? He just has an I now, right?
That was his first letter, I believe.
Yeah.
Or did he get the trippies? Yeah, he got the trippies. So this was his first letter. He's already in the playoffs. So yeah, 3 people got bit just by doing the same. They said most of them said they didn't notice until they got back. Mixed here, if I was being really picky, I could have failed him in Hotspur, but he was even more clever. Hotspur he missed that wall tap and he called it a stall rewind, right? Micton made up an entire new trick. In his second trick, he already had the back handspring, which is kind of like a blind loop, which will go over here, back handspring y'all. But then he made up a completely second new trick to cover up his just near ceiling tap mix, and he calls it the from just friends to friends with benefits. And it's actually pretty clever, so I was like, all right, you're in. So yeah, this pretty much his whole line done. He comes in for the ceiling tap here and just barely misses.
No.
And then he goes back and gets it. So then the from just friends to friends with benefits does he just describe it here? Yeah. So it's when you try and do a ceiling tap as close as humanly possible without actually tapping anything, then you fly away and come back with a little more authority and smash the ceiling the second time and fly away clean.
It's just a rewind. I mean, that's all it is.
So it's very funny. I just like that.
It's hilarious. People are crafty.
Yeah. All right. I really like this one. This was one of my favorite new ones from Balzac. He calls it the clapback. Where is the description of it? So it's kind of like a link trick. Half Maddie to Forani. So you do a half Maddie like under something, then as you finish that, kind of like in a half Maddie pendulum motion, but then you go into a Ferrani, which is like where you front flip, inverted yaw spin, and then half Maddie back the other way. So it's kind of like a modified half Maddie pendulum.
Clap back. I like that.
Yeah, that's a nice symmetry to it.
Yeah, nice, easy name. Nice, easy to do.
Yep, and then these are some of my favorite top ones. Finger spam rewind, I believe is what he called it. I just like how this one looks and how he performs it.
Spam rewind. Ooh.
Right? It's got that nice like fast and slow style to it.
I gotta watch that in slow motion to even know what he did.
It's Jesse FPV, so it's let's see. You go up and then you do a Rubik's Cube. So front flip and full roll.
Yep.
Then Rubik's and then over flip into Maddie motion. And back under.
That's cool.
So like a stall Maddie rewind with a Rubik's Cube at the top of it. It looks cool. I like how he does it
really
too.
Cool.
It has a really nice like.
Yeah, it's super clean.
Yeah. So
very well done.
My favorite ones. And then Cha Cha had a real natural one that I'm surprised that Shawnee D never made up. You know, he's got like the jump rope and the double dutch and all the like the different side tricks. But what he doesn't have is it's like a side loop power switch, right? So you like do a side loop, stall, and then rewind side loop back. So kind of like a power switches for a regular power loop in Maddie.
I was gonna do a trick like this. I got 4. I like this trick, yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool idea.
It's a good name for it.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it through a cube, I think. That's my idea, but yeah. Nice job, Cha-Cha.
Yeah, good name. Cool trick. The ones that kind of like make sense. Like, oh yeah, that seems like I'm surprised no one else did that specifically. That one and the ramen one, the inverted or the where you should said yes instead of the inverted Surprised I didn't even think of that considering it's just like.
Yeah.
All right, let's vote on some or score some videos.
I feel like there was nobody that stood out tonight. Everybody was like very good, had very good videos, but nothing that was like, oh yeah, that's gonna definitely win.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So the main thing that I picked the top videos were all the people that passed, had to do a similar number of things, but everyone in the top did over the requirements. They did at least 5 of the 6 advanced tricks. You had to do at least 4 of the 6, and then 2 people did all of them, and but nobody did like multiple wall taps or multiple of the wall. Like everyone pretty much did the same like set of tricks, just in a different order. So yeah, I don't know. Take that as you want when you're scoring it. Let's watch them one more time here. Alright, first was ramen. And ramen's trick was the so where you shake to set up and down for the drums.
Oh yeah.
While he's inverted.
Oh, so good. I think that might have been my favorite new trick.
He called it the yeah. I feel like it should be the inverted because then it just matches with the inverted The inverted inverted yeah.
I don't know. I'm in between the yeah and retries trick. Retries trick was fucking sick too.
The laser track rewind, I think you called it.
Yeah.
That one. I think my favorite is backwoods. I just like how that is the one I picked for my favorite. Because that's one I could see myself doing, like, often. He does make it look really good. I feel like if I tried to do the it would look like I bugged up. You're like, oh, did your
into the flip was so clean.
Yeah. I feel like if I did it, it would look like my finger slipped off the controller or something. Like I tried to do a sproing. His looks so calculated when he does the little head shake.
I wanted to do a Matty rewind, but I just did a sproing.
It's because it's so even, the amount of like up and down, I think. All right, ramen I gave an 8.75. Plasta?
I'll give it a 9 flat. That was a good one.
OG?
Gave him a 9.2.
Heads? Not here? Callisto?
8.75.
Ah, man, Callisto, same page.
Also, yeah.
Alright, backwoods next. So
I did like his trick too.
His is my favorite trick, but I wouldn't call it the rim job. I wouldn't be like, it's like, I'm gonna pull off a sick rim job here. You guys, watch me rim job this gap here.
Okay.
But, I mean, now it sounded like even better. Making it sound good. We only ever go rim job this gap.
Did you see the rim job that Backwoods gave that gap?
Yeah. Kind of sell these Skittles, I don't know. Backwards has such a nice garage for all this, and like, I love how the videos almost sync up at some points. He has it on lock.
Yeah, he does the same line. Same with CMF.
Yeah.
He has 2 lines like this where he does both of them, and both of them he does. All 4 of his hams are the same direction.
It's like Even like when he like stalls a little bit on the power flip, it's like the exact same stall motion.
Yeah, that was the only kind of shaky part there, but that was after the like downtown tap through the gap, which I thought was sick. Because I like how he gaps through the gate, hits the wall, and then flips back through. What do you think, Blasta?
I'm gonna do a 9-1. It was a good. That was probably one of my favorite backwoods videos. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I want a 9. I want a 9 flat.
Callisto?
Um,
It was half inside Callisto.
and what's happened?
Well, it was all inside besides the Yas.
It was basically all inside.
The amps, yeah.
It doesn't have to be inside. It's just harder inside. I don't know. Do another 875. 875.
All right, I'm
This is gonna
rating a
everyone
little
same
more
score
on
tonight.
the tricks, so I gave him a 9.3.
Let the audience decide.
Because the I felt like the freestyle was pretty even. Hey, how you doing, Emelman? Good to see you. All right, next up, retry. When I first heard this, the music was instant. I was like, "Who uses that music?"
Mark the core memory in your brain.
It's like it reminds me of like when someone uses the summoning salt music for like their like speed run recap. Like if you're doing any type of speed run like overview thing, you gotta use that like that music he uses in his intros. Emil Matt. That wall tap was just so nice and tappy. Something about like putting a like
that was a nice
watching
one.
them when they like do their really like satisfying looking rewinds. It's something about like the point right when you do the rewind that makes it look good. You gotta like
gotta spring back in the right way.
Exactly, you gotta spring it just right, like
spring.
Yeah, that extra little like
that snap.
His ceiling tap is also pretty sweet.
You just have to like just power control really.
Catches it right on the
right orientation too.
On the gutter.
Right on the gutter.
Oink.
Yep. Almost lost it. Bounced off the gutter a little bit to the side.
Yeah. OG, what'd you give? Retry.
I went 9-2 as well.
9-2. Callisto?
9.
I gave him a 9-1. I did like that he came up with like a new rewind that I didn't even see Plume do, because Plume has those videos, you know, where he like basically does like every combination of motions that you can do.
All right, I'm pulling the Skittles here at 9.08.
Ooh, just a little bit lower.
Well, just below backwoods.
All right. Next it was Haiku. Okay, Akira. Sneaking his way up here. I think this is a new channel for Akira too. The Juno Project? Yeah, because none of his other iGam videos are on it. I like this line he takes here. Power flip over, split us down under. Loop right back up and over. Very nice. I think you still got a good chance to win the regular season. I'd say backwoods. All right, who scored that last one first? OG. Callisto, what'd you give IQ there?
8.5.
I went 8.6. Pasta?
8.88.
8.8. And OG.
I give him an 8.7.
All right, Easy B up next. Solid. All right.
Nice.
Back to me. So I did like Easy B's trick, but during the judging, I was judging the hams really specifically, and Easy B's hams were a little, they weren't the levelest.
Not the cleanest.
So I'm gonna go just under. I can't give it a 9, but we're almost there because I do like his trick he created. The Maui loop. I like the name of it. Maui loop. And the
8.7.
OG?
I went 8.8.
And Callisto.
8.2.
Ooh, Callisto. Alright. And our final one was AJ.
AJ. It is cheese place.
At the cheese
Why
holes.
the cheese?
Cheese holes in the beef stew.
Cheese holes in the beef stew.
I think I remember this commercial when I was a kid. I have a vague memory of like a commercial like that.
Trippy is so clean.
Yeah, there's the beef stew right there. You're wondering where the beef
It fits in nicely. You don't even notice it, honestly.
I like this line here, back through in the wall tab.
Yep. Did like the half matty, that long gap right here. Yep. That's probably hard to get.
That looks super hard.
Yeah. His inverted yaw is really nice level. All right. Callisto, what'd you think of AJ there?
8.9.
Almost almost an outside 9 from Callisto. Impressive.
Wow.
I really liked that one. The trick, it's a cool trick, but it's not.
It was funny. It was a funny one.
It's a funny trick. It's a funny name. But that freestyle line really solid. I went 9.4.
9.4 from Skittles. Wow, AJ, you're pulling a 9.4 from Skittles.
That freestyle line overall was just.
It was good. It was
well planned out, and then the ceiling tap on the
beam.
Yeah, the beam. Yep. Yeah, it was clean.
Really
I'll give it a 9.1. It was comparable to Backwoods for me.
Backwoods had my favorite trick. So he wins $20 for that, and then my favorite name was the Yamakaze, and that's a $10 prize. So little separate prizes there. Sorry, what'd you score, AJ? There, OG.
I gave him a 9.3.
Wow.
All right, so
AJ,
it's close.
AJ pulling top score, not 36.7.
AJ is about 0.4 ahead of Backwood or of
a decent amount.
Retry right now, and Backwoods is right in there too. Yeah, they're all within the same point. So come down to the audience again.
How many weeks has Retry won?
2, 3, 4,
Backwoods,
6, and 7, and then let's see. Hemmingson won the
Bob,
first one.
Hemmingson.
Bob, Stryker, who dropped out after that one, and still hasn't claimed his prize. Hey, Stryker, what happened to you? You haven't responded to your email. I need to know what your PayPal is. And then Backwoods,
retry.
But Backwoods, so if we look at the standings, Retry, even though he's won the most, is still in second. Because Backwoods has been top podium
top
every
final.
challenge except for 2.
Is that building dives?
Yeah, just there's,
Yeah, it's hard to beat podium on building dives.
Yeah.
Everybody can.
Yeah, so.
That depends on your location sometimes.
AJ came on strong here. He's starting to get a lot of top ones. This is Haiku's first top video.
Nice.
So. Anyway, yeah, we'll see how the playoffs. Right now, here's the playoffs for the pilots that have already qualified in the playoffs, and there's the different little games that everyone's going to play. So basically, you get a score in each game, and then you get ranked in each game. And the best you could do is be first in all 5 games, so you'd have a 5, right? The worst you could do would be 32nd in all 5 games, and that'd be like what, 150.
So is 16 pilots going to get knocked out in this first round?
14 down to 20.
Oof.
From 32 down to 20, then to 10, and then 5 finalists. Yeah, and I put the info on the rules here if you want to take a look at some of the minor details might change before the playoffs, but these are the basic skill tests that are going to be a part of the first round, so you can take a look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. But first, we'll see who makes it to the playoffs and joins our other pre-qualified pilots.
Yeah, it's gonna be some good contenders in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see Week 10 too. Week 10 is gonna be Week 10 is gonna be a heater.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see first of all how many people make it there and how many of these IGs get a skip that final one, or how many have to go and battle out however many of these IGOs.
So I'm assuming most of these probably 60% of these IGOs have a Viagow pill still.
Let's see.
That they'll take for Week 9.
Well, so there's a bunch of these inactive people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's maybe 10 or so people that haven't submitted in the last 3 challenges, so I'm doubting.
Okay. Yeah.
That's strategy, and they're just gonna pop back in for 9, but they could. Just who's this? Pulse. If Pulse is listening, past the first 5, hasn't submitted since then. Technically has 2 Viagows left for just this one last challenge. So really all you have to do is pass one of the requirements, and then you could make it to the chopping block.
Who is in New Jersey and hasn't submitted in the last 3 challenges? Go up 1.
Yamasaur.
Yamasaur. I didn't even know he was in New Jersey. Yeah,
So-
get him. I gotta go get him in past Challenge Giants and get him in the playoffs.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of people who haven't submitted, so they're probably not going to make it. Anyone I
Yeah.
think who's been submitting all the challenges and just now has their first challenge with Viagow, probably going to make it because they either have probably have 2 doses left, probably can get the reduced one. Anyone that has 1 Viagow pass, I think, will probably be able to do it because they just have to do 2 of the combos. But the people that have already used up 2 or both of their Viagows are the people that are going to have to pass the full challenge. So
Yep.
I'm guessing there's going to be less of them that make it. But still, there's, how many did I say? How many people with IGO right now? 65. So I bet you at least half of those people move on to the final challenge.
Week 10, yeah.
So there's going to be like 30 something people
So
battling
you gotta look for like 15 spots,
14,
yeah.
15 spots, yeah, depending on how many people pass. Maybe more, but yeah, it'll be basically you're gonna have to be at least in the top half of the scores. So there will be a good chunk. I think last year there was only maybe like less than 10 people that pooped out on the chopping block, whereas this year there's gonna be a lot bigger chunk of people that made it there but got chopped off just before the playoffs. What I'm interested to see if Rocker Co. can make it with Cybex. It'll be like Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad, or LeBron and Bronny, like both in the playoffs at the same time.
That would be cool. That would be cute.
Father-son combo. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. This Saturday we'll review the Loopy Cube combos, and we'll see who makes it to that chopping block. And yeah, then we'll get into the playoffs.
Cool. Super excited for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The voting will stay open until the end of the live stream, like before, and I'll try to get Heads and Mo to put their scores in, and we'll see who wins this next one. Can Retry win a 4th combo, or can Backwoods hold them off? Right now, how far? Backwoods is 7 points ahead, and there's 3 more.
What's up, Robin?
So it's gonna be
Robin's
close.
in the chat.
Retry would have to win basically all the rest of them
He could do that?
to overtake Backwoods, I think. Because Backwoods, I'm pretty sure most of his videos, are making the top 3. So
Yeah.
I expect that to not continue.
Oh, a lot of people are asking, Skittles, do you have an official date to start Racecow?
Yeah, I actually just started asking sponsors and stuff, and if you go to the schedule, now it's the GAO schedules, and look at this, there's a Racecow schedule.
Oh my gosh. September 18th. Oh, look at that. Alright.
So and I was playing around with an idea, right? So I have the first challenge starting, or the first track starting September 18th, and then 3 weeks until it's due October 11th. Racecow functions a little bit different than iGow because I can't just I don't just watch all of the videos and write down the scores or whatever. So the live stream is a week after the deadline. So I put the deadlines on Sunday at the end of the night on Sunday, so that you have the whole weekend to kind of do it. And then the live stream's the following Saturday, so that I have time to look over the videos and have volunteers check the times and make sure the leaderboard's accurate before we review it. But what I was thinking is, if I have 3 weeks for the first one, and then every other one is just 2 weeks, but they overlap by 1 weekend, I could really have every challenge technically be 3 weeks, and they could overlap by a full week. I don't know if that would be better or not, so that there'd be 3 weeks from when you get the track to when it's due. But and then
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. People who procrastinate are going to procrastinate regardless, so.
Yeah.
Most people don't fly the track till Sunday.
It doesn't matter whether you give us a week or 3 weeks. It's getting done within the last couple of days.
People are going to do it, yeah.
Well,
people will have longer to grind the track, though.
What I was thinking about is, and I was also trying about thinking this for iGow, but it would allow, you could every 2 weeks, basically, you could sit down for a day and do 2 different tracks, kind of, or people that you know,
Oh, that's true. You could just bang it all out.
Yeah, like at once.
People who are going on vacation have more of an opportunity to get all the tracks done too. Like they could do 2 at once.
Yeah, and the way it's set up now, like basically, there'll be 3 weeks for the first one because I like having a little longer for people to hear about it and get into the game. But then if you start away right at September 18th, you're not going to get a new track until 3 weeks later, October 9th. If I put that out a week earlier, there could be like a week of overlap, and people that have been flying the first track for the last 2 weeks that, you know, like to do it a lot, then they'll have a new track earlier, and it doesn't affect the deadlines. Basically, the track, I put out the video earlier. So I don't know if I don't think it matters as much for being confusing for Race Scout, because it's pretty obvious, you know, the track and you just fly it. But I was considering doing something like that. And, I'll probably put some type of poll up in the Discord and see what people think. But yeah, lots of racing coming up. We got Race Scout starting. We got We Bleed Esports coming up, and then there's of course all the travel races have already been planned out for the next year. They got their dates, and Utopia sold out in, what did AK say, a minute and 36 seconds or something.
It was not. It wasn't even that fucking long. I don't even think it was that long.
Tickets dropped late or early, and people bought them before.
Yeah, like a minute before the time.
It was like it was like 45 fucking seconds.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's just annoying that it sells out that quickly. I feel like the event should be invitation only.
Yeah, no. So I don't know about invitation only, but I think that it should be limited to one ticket. Like you should only be able to buy one ticket
per person. Yeah, because some people bought like a bunch and then were like, "Hey, I have tickets."
Yeah, like you know.
Yeah. That's also a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has to go to like some type of like raffle system or something at some point, because if we come down to like who writes the best like script to like get through the thing, because like at this point,
somebody just writes an AI agent to buy all the tickets and then resell them.
Yeah,
or something.
Because like if you had never been to the website and you had to like fill out all the information, you probably wouldn't get a ticket. You have to be like like have all your stuff like entered.
Yeah, I use
so that you
the
can, like,
Google payments or whatever.
Yeah,
Google,
so that you can click
Google
fast
Pay.
enough and get through. I was setting up the stream and I forgot about it, and then someone came in and they're like, "Who got a Bootopia ticket?" And I was like, "Oh crap!"
And you're like, hey, you messaged AK, and you're like, "Hey, AK."
No, well, I get one for the announcing, so I don't have to.
Oh yeah, you get an announcer ticket. So yeah.
But I still wanted a Monday ticket. Luckily, that race isn't nearly.
Oh, those are not gonna sell out.
Yeah, I don't even think they're sold out right now, so you can still buy one of those.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do about the Monday race, if I want to try to race in it or not. Are you guys racing in it?
I mean, I assume I'm gonna get one of the drones when they come out, so I'll have one.
Yeah.
Even though I guess I'll need a fresh one since you're not allowed to modify it at all, and you can't even like change the
I
battery
know it's
plug.
kind of
Oh, you can't change the battery
I
plug?
wish you could. Maybe we can convince AK to let us change the battery plug.
battery.
But yeah, you have to use the EMAX batteries, and I don't have that many of them. And I puffed a bunch of mine because I like left them charged because I only had like one drone that flew them. So, but
I wish it was just
think
like
so.
EMAX motors or something that we were using instead of the full blind and fly, but it is what it is. I don't fly really analog anymore, so I don't know if I'm going to participate if it's only the analog quad that's coming out.
That was the most disappointing part. That the
I agree.
HD0, if it was the 8-up EMAX one with the
Dude, that would have actually been pretty fun.
With the HD0 like spec version of it, I think that would have sold out way more because that.
Yeah, I would have bought a ticket for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, like there's something delaying the HD0 VTXs or something. Anyway, lots of fun racing coming up this year, so yeah, if you're into that, check it out. But yeah, in general, just practicing racing makes you a better freestyler, and practicing freestyle makes you a better racer. So I always suggest that you do both iGo and RaceGo, even if you're like only focusing on one, even if you just kind of do it for fun.
Definitely.
Like if you're like mostly a freestyler, just learning like how to fly through the course, like will just help you be more precise and control the quad better overall, especially in your throttle control. So it's worth
it's been proven time and time again. A good racer is a can make a good freestyle pilot very fucking easily, and vice versa.
Yeah, the people that are
Look at
good,
Callisto.
that the best are good at both.
My man Callisto right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Killing it on the racing.
You see like Neon do freestyle. He's like, oh, what do I do? And he just does some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's insane.
All right. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you guys on Saturday for the next challenge review. Peace.